Hello everyone, this is a update sort of video about what's going to happen with the mod, and it's also me just playing through a few levels using the mod. For people who haven't downloaded it, it is so kind of how it plays out, you know. I'm going to be playing with the Commander for this video on Thunderstorm difficulty. I'm going to try and see if maybe I can get it where higher the difficulty, the higher chance of spawning different enemies, more difficult enemies, you know. I'm also going to show, since not that many people have downloaded Alpha 4 yet, kind of how the Commander works in combat. So, say, you know, for example out here, there's a bunch of enemies, right? When you rock out, Commander, he's very weak. You see, he has 75 HP. He could get one shot by any of the enemies out here. So what you want to do is you want to spawn a Marine and have him take care of the basic enemies out here. Oh, I just spawned an Engineer. See, he built a turret. Yep, there he goes. Built a turret. I built two. As you can see, these turrets are very powerful. That is why he doesn't usually build like 500 of them. At most, I've seen an Engineer build about 5 before he died. But of course, if you get lucky, you could spawn 15 or so Engineers. As you can see, I'm already almost dead. Because those kind of weapons, the ones that burst in a surrounding area, are very deadly to the Commander. As you can see, the troops have already secured this area. One of them died in the process. I killed these guys. One of these guys. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this guy to come out here, try and take care of the people out here. Right. It's a bit difficult. They do follow you, but it's kind of, you're going to get stuck when trying to go through small areas like this doorway. Like, see, if I go over here, he kind of paths generally to me and then stays in an area surrounding me, right? Oh, well done. So I am also going to add a few new variations of Marine. For example, I do not think I have a Marine that wields the default kind of rifle at all. They either have a machine gun, the basic Marine wields a pistol, but I don't think I have one that wields the rifle. So I need to add that in. And as you can see, it can get pretty chaotic with a bunch of enemies. Now, I am also planning on adding, I have a Bulletstorm boss for the shotgun guy, but I do not have one for the chain gun guy, and I'm planning on adding one for him. Actually, no, I do have one for the chain guy, sorry. I do not have one for the Pinky Demon, and I'm planning on adding one for him. Now, you're probably thinking, Pinky Demon, he's like, he bites, you know, how are you going to add a Bulletstorm boss for him? Basically, it's a demon, right, and he's got chain gun in his mouth. You've probably seen the model somewhere, but it's not like a normal chain gun. You'll see what it is in the next, like, actual content showing update video on Alpha 5. Like right now I'm playing Alpha 4. This is just discussing what I'm going to add in Alpha 5. So he's going to be added in Alpha 5. That's a definite thing. I've been planning on adding him for a while actually. I was going to try and add him in Alpha 4, but you know, it's been months. I wanted to get this update out, especially since the Commander has been added and he can do this stuff, you know. Aerial denial, you know, he secures an area, he can place troops around in strategic positions and have them defend the area. That is why the Commander is amazing if you play invasion maps, for example. Because you can just set up a perimeter and just have it be safe. Well, not really, they can, your Marines die, but they can defend it and have it be much easier for you. So, more Marine types, like I said, are to come with the next update. And, I am also planning on seeing what I can do with a Imp Bulletstorm boss, because I only have a Commander boss for the Imp. Zombie Man, he might be getting some new kind of enemy, probably not like a Bulletstorm boss, but more so just a mini boss type thing, or a regular boss like the Augur is, or the, you know, like how the Imp has the Augur is, or the Shotgun Gas or Rocket Sergeant, right? Oh, what's this room? Alright. Yeah, you can do this as well. You can spawn them through thin walls. This one wasn't thin enough. Alright. So this is one of the places that the Commander is very difficult to use. unless you spawn a ton of Marines in. But of course that takes time. You gotta have patience if you want to spawn a bunch of Marines in. I already angered some of them. Now, these guys can also be used to draw aggro away from you, because enemies, if they have not seen you, they will aggro onto these guys instead. Or, you know, these guys shoot them, of course they'll swap aggro, but these guys, you can place them in a room, all the enemies will aggro onto him. Like, if I go over here, see, they aggroed onto him, and he's dead. I'm also planning on adding a... That was an Auguras right there, as you can see. So I'm planning on adding some kind of normal boss for the zombie man. I don't know what he's gonna be yet. I mean, we have the little Archvile resembling dude, but he's more so a mini boss. I mean, you know, you can take him out relatively easily. What I'm planning on adding is something that, you know, something that has decent health, high speed. Something, you know, I'm trying to see how it'll work, but I'm not sure if this will be added. But if it works, it will, right? So what he's gonna do is he's gonna have the code that makes him run away from you, right? But he will also shoot at you while running away. Now, where he'll run, he could run somewhere towards multiple enemies, you know, they'll help him, or he could run towards an objective and block the objective from you, you know. Now, if you wanted to, you could probably just chase him away, but you never know, because he'll be wandering around. He's going to be pretty fast, he'll be able to dodge bullets and stuff, but he'll be wandering around. You never know if you'll see him again, and he will do a decent amount of damage, so you don't want him sneaking up on you and shooting you back, right? So it's best to take him out, but it's going to be difficult, because, you know, he runs from you. So let me see how this works. If it works well, then I might add some more enemies like that. With the Pinky Demon, I'm, like I said, planning on adding a Bullstorm boss, and I'm also planning on adding a really fast melee demon. Possibly with more melee range than the average one. Not sure what he's going to look like. I know he's going to be bigger than the average demon. Possibly different color, you know, like maybe blue, something like that. Maybe completely black, you know, blending with the background, dark places, can turn invisible, something like that. Something that will, you know, you see him, you see the little text on your screen saying that he's there, and you're like, oh no, this guy's here. Gotta take him out before he comes up behind me and kills me, right? Because he's melee, he's gonna be able to instant kill you. He's big, bad, he'll just walk up to you, bite you, you know. Something like him walks up and bites you, your head's gonna be bitten off, so you're gonna be dead if he bites it, right? So what you want to do is you want to just run away. Not like all the way away, but you want to keep out of his melee range and fire on him. Because if you get in his melee range, you're screwed. You're dead, right? Unless, of course, you know, he's not going to like you're in his melee range and he needs to die. It's more so you get in there and then he does a bite animation, then you die. So if you get out before the bite animation, you're good. But if you run up right in his face, like for example, if you're the scout, it's going to be kind of difficult for you to get like super close to him. Because this guy's going to have a lot of health because he's melee only, right? So if you're the scout and you need to get really close to do a lot of damage, right? You can't get super close to him, so you'll have to kind of... I mean, most of your shells should be able to still hit, right? So you'll still be doing a decent amount of damage, but you can't get like right up in his face and right-click him to death and instant kill him, because if you do that, he's going to kill you first, because you won't be able to kill him in one shot even with the scout. Now, he's going to be fast, so the heavy marine is going to be kind of having a difficult time to deal with him. As I said, you know, every class has its advantages and disadvantages. A scout, he'll be okay to deal with him because he runs at double speed, okay? But, like I said, can't get too close or you're dead. So this guy is definitely going to be added in the next update. Watch out for him or he's going to mess you up. I'm also planning on adding the first all-new power-ups. As you know, in this game, you take a lot of damage very fast, so I'm thinking maybe there's some kind of shield you can add. Not rechargeable, you know, one-time use absorbs a lot of damage, so I'm talking like it can absorb a berserker boss, like an instant kill shot. You can save it from that, right? Or if you're the commander, this shield, I'm trying to see if maybe I can make it where he has, like, sort of like his gun, right? Except it recharges much slower. And it's not like you can't use it. You sort of like press a button and then it pops up in front of you. You pick it up and you got it for the rest of the map, right? But it'll recharge very, very, very slowly. So with him, you'll have to be very careful to use it. For any of you who've played the Binding of Isaac, it's kind of like the Holy Mantle, if you know that. And this guy is kind of like the Lost. So Holy Mantle, Lost. That's a very good thing to have with him. Yeah, I use a lot of video game references. Like in the first one, I talked about the Righteous Bison. Now, of course, it's not going to be only exclusive to him. He's just going to be able to start with it. Or maybe, you can pick up a weapon that can perhaps pop it up every 5 minutes or so, and you get a free hit to take whenever you want to, save you from some damage. For example, if you're dealing with the Arachnor Crane, who has a small chance to spawn a Berserker boss instead of her normal minions, you can just pop that and be safe from all damage. Now, I'm debating whether it's like, you get hit and then you have 1 second of invulnerability, or you just get hit once, and if there's like a rapid fire person, like, like the Arachnor, for example, or an Arachnotron, you get hit by one, you're fine, it absorbs it. And then the next one comes like a millisecond later and you're dead. I'm thinking of either doing that, or you get hit, it absorbs it, for about a second you get temporary invulnerability, and the rest of the rapid fire shots go through you and gives you a chance to get out of the way before you get killed by it, right? I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I need to test balance, of course, as well. But I think that should be very helpful in terms of certain characters with low health. Scout, this guy possibly might add another low health character, though, of course. Next one, I did not press the button in time. Of course, next up there, I'm trying to add characters that have more health and damage resistance, because we've already got a lot that have damage vulnerability and less health. Like this guy, 20% damage vulnerability with 75 health. It's pretty bad health, So, maybe someone who has very high health of stage 1 or something, then they get, like they have armor or something, that gets taken out, then they go to a very low health stage and have no damage resistance. Say, 250 health, 150 is armor. That 150 has 50% damage resistance. Once that's gone, you have about 100 health, and you're basically the Scout, except much slower, with no damage resistance at all, and whatever gun I gave that guy. But that's basically it for that. I am going to record after this, I guess, another level, because I've been mostly sitting here talking, because, well, updates, So I will see you in the next video, where I'll probably play through a level or two of this as the commander, or maybe another class. See you guys, hope you're enjoying the mod.